Hello everyone and welcome to this week's short video tutorial. We will be discussing board number 4 of the free ebook, chapter 5, section 1 of the free ebook from the Xiangqi Federation website on basic big game tactics. So far the past 3 examples have been examples of using the cannon as a pin. So this will be the 4th example, whereby the ultimate goal of the pin would be to pin and threaten the enemy king. So in this board, this is the position shown. So a quick analysis would show that both colors would have all the 6 major pieces available, all the pawns available, a full guard, and red is now attacking along the central file, and also the chariot has pinned the black cannon and chariot to this file. Black is compensated with the horse preparing to attack, and also black can develop his chariot as a kingside chariot if need be. The black cannon is also threatening to capture the pawn or play p3 plus 1, etc. to attack the horse in its file. And the red horses would usually be developed from the central file in similar situations whereby red want to attack the central file. So it will be red's turn to move. Now in this board, we'll see an example of a mistake or a blunder in calculation. So this was the move that was given. Now this is not a good move, but we will analyze this move and its implications to understand the power of the cannon pin. So red would try to attack the central file by sacrificing the pawn. Black would capture it, and by developing the horse to the central file, red thinks that he would not only have resolved the issue of the black cannon attacking this file, he would also now be able to deal with or trade away this threatening black horse, and also be prepared to capture the central pawn for an attack on the central file. Now if red was successful, he could capture the pawn, move the elephant, and basically his defense would be enough for now, and red would be attacking. However, black would trade horses and counter sacrifice the pawn again. Now this is a commonly used tactic because by pushing or sacrificing the pawn in this manner, the enemy horse, would have trouble getting development. He cannot, after pushing p5 plus 1, the red horse cannot play h5 plus 6 or h5 plus 4, and instead, if he wanted to be developed, it would have to play h5 plus 3. So in the game, in this example, red would capture the pawn, thinking that he would now have a central pawn that was commanding the central file. And now, because the central cannon was commanding the central file, this chariot cannot leave the bottom rank, or this would be a checkmate. But how can black counter? Now black will counter very nicely with c3 plus 1 to threaten the red chariot. Now, if with this move, it is obvious that red cannot retreat. If it retreated, black would still play c2 equals to 5. So, for example, if black retreated, there will be not many good intersections. For example, to here, black will still play c2 equals to 5 to get back lost material. So the only way that red can do would be to play r2 equals to 3, hoping to to capture the black horse. Now black would still go for c3 equals to 5 for a cannon pin. Pinning this can be considered to be a royal pin, whereby the cannon will now pin the red cannon, the red horse, and the king in the same file. Now two variations were discussed. The first would be r3 plus 1, whereby red would try to gain material by capturing the black horse, but black will counter very nicely with c8 plus 4, threatening the red horse. It cannot move, or this would be a check. So if the red pawn moved to try to prevent capture, black will play c equals to 7, and voila, the red chariot is now captured. It cannot move here or here or here, or the elephant will capture it. So the black's earlier sacrifice of the horse will become a pseudo sacrifice, and black would now have turned the tables, because not only would he have captured the red chariot, red's attack on the central file would also be nullified. So the red chariot on the third file would have a hard time escaping the inevitable. If, let's say, red played here with the chariot, the cannon would capture it and still be patient to capture the red chariot, and usually red will be forced to make a move, but either way, black would now have a huge advantage. So that is why c3 equals to 5. If red captured the horse, the chariot will be lost. Now, would it be better for red to solidify his central file with this move? And now the answer will be no, because red would simply capture the horse and then be prepared to sacrifice this horse again, and choosing to go for the heaven and earth cannons. Now once these two cannons are in place, one on the bottom rank, one on the central file, this is known as the heaven and earth cannons, 天地炮 in Chinese, and the chariot will now be prepared to advance to the third rank to capture the advisor, etc. And there are many ways or many tactical combinations that are possible that will give black a winning position. So black would have a hard time dealing, red would have a hard time dealing with this situation. So as can be seen, although it would seem to be normal or natural for red to push the pawn forward to attack the central file in this manner, this would indeed be a mistake. Black would simply capture material, and after trading horses, black would counter-sacrifice his pawn to prevent the horse from moving, and now the black cannon would jump into action, threatening the chariot. At this point in time, if red will continue at c3 plus 5. Now, if red captured the horse, if red captured the horse, this chariot will be lost. If not, black would go for the heaven and earth cannons. And material-wise, black would not have lost any material, but he will not have the initiative when attacking. So I hope you have enjoyed this short video. This is a very good example of using the cannon to pin enemy pieces to gain a significant advantage. I hope you like the work that I've been doing. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.